Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets of corporate America, and today we're sifting through a filing that's a bit like a treasure map, but instead of gold it's filled with, well, strategy slides. So Univest Financial Corporation, a company whose stock symbol you might see is UVSP. They dropped a report that's essentially a peek behind the curtain, showing off their game plan and how they've been performing. It's like they're showing off their homework to the investors, and we're here to see if it's A+ material. We'll be looking at what these slides are trying to tell us about their operating and growth strategies, and of course the all-important financial performance. Don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description below, for more real-time insights and discussions. This report, dated July 28, 2025, is all about Univest Financial Corporation giving the street an update. Think of it as a mid-game report card. They've shared a presentation with analysts and potential investors, and this filing is them officially putting that presentation on the record for everyone to see. This is a standard filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, which is like the referee of the stock market, making sure everyone plays by the rules. The specific form they use here is an 8K. This form is used for significant events that don't happen every day. So when you see an 8K, it usually means something important has occurred. In this case, it's about sharing new information that could affect how investors see the company. Univest Financial Corporation is the main player here. They're the parent company of Univest Bank and Trust Co., which tells us they're in the banking and financial services world. They're incorporated in Pennsylvania, and this filing includes their specific commission file number and their IRS employer identification number, which are like their official IDs in the business world. Their principal office is located in Suderton, Pennsylvania. Pretty standard stuff for a regional financial institution. And if you wanted to call them, their phone number is right there, though we won't be dialing in for this analysis. Now, let's talk about how you can actually invest in Univest. Their common stock, which is like owning a tiny piece of the company, trades on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol UVSP. This means anyone can buy or sell shares of Univest Financial Corporation on this major stock exchange. This part, item 701, is where they talk about Regulation FD. That's short for fair disclosure. It's a fancy way of saying that when they release important information, they have to make sure everyone gets it at the same time, not just a select few. So by filing this presentation, they're making sure all investors, big or small, get the same information simultaneously. It's all about fairness. So back to the presentation they shared on July 28th. This presentation included details about their operating and growth strategies. This is where they lay out their plans for the future, how they intend to make money, and how they plan to get bigger and better. It also covers their financial performance, which is of course what we're really interested in. Think of this presentation as a roadmap. It shows where Univest wants to go, how they plan to get there, and provides the numbers to back up their claims. It's their way of pitching their success story to the world. And then we get to Exhibit 99.1. This is essentially the presentation itself. It's the actual document they shared, now officially part of the public record through this filing. This exhibit is key. It contains the meat of what we're dissecting today, their strategies and their financial performance. While the filing itself doesn't contain detailed financial tables within the text that we can directly analyze, it tells us that a presentation with these details was released. In essence, the filing is pointing us to a more detailed document that we can assume contains the real financial nitty-gritty. Let's imagine what might be in that presentation. They would likely be talking about their loan growth or deposit growth, how well their investments are doing, and perhaps their profitability metrics like net interest margin, which is the difference between the interest they earn on loans and the interest they pay on deposits. If their strategies are about expanding into new markets or offering new financial products, the slides would probably show how they expect these moves to impact their revenue and profits. For instance, a growth strategy might involve opening new branches or investing heavily in digital banking. If they're doing this, the financial performance section would likely highlight trends in customer acquisition, the cost of those new initiatives, and crucially, whether these investments are translating into higher earnings. A strong presentation would show increasing revenue stream, maybe a rising net income, and perhaps improvements in efficiency ratios, meaning they're getting more bang for their buck. On the flip side, if their strategies aren't panning out, we might see metrics like declining loan volumes, increased operating expenses that aren't matched by revenue growth, or a shrinking net interest margin due to competitive pressures or rising interest rates. The management would likely be trying to put a positive spin on any less than ideal numbers, but the raw figures usually tell their own story for those who know where to look. This signature block at the end is important. It indicates that Brian J. Richardson, who holds the title of Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on this report. This means the company's top financial official is attesting to the accuracy of the information being presented. Having the CFO sign off adds a layer of official confirmation. It signals that the company's financial leadership stands behind the contents of the filing and the underlying presentation. The date of the signature, July 28, 2025, confirms that this document was officially submitted on that day. Overall, this Form 8K is a bit of a teaser. It's not the full meal, but it directs us to a presentation that likely contains the detailed financial performance and strategic insights. While we don't have the specific numbers from the presentation itself here, the filing tells us that Univest Financial Corporation is actively communicating its plans and results to the market. Now, looking at Univest Financial Corporation and their approach to investor communication like this, it seems they're trying to be transparent about their direction. They're not hiding their strategies or their performance updates, which is generally a good sign for investors. The effectiveness of their strategies, however, as always, will be judged by the actual financial results they deliver. If their presentation shows robust growth in key areas like loans, deposits, or fee income, and if their profitability metrics are improving or stable in a competitive market, it suggests good management and solid execution. Conversely, if the presentation glosses over declining performance metrics or uses overly optimistic language without tangible data to back it up, it could be a red flag. A notable risk for a company like Univest, especially a regional bank, is often the economic environment. Interest rate changes can significantly impact their net interest margin, and the overall health of the economy affects loan demand and the likelihood of borrowers defaulting. Their growth strategies need to be resilient enough to navigate these external factors. An opportunity might lie in leveraging technology to improve customer experience and efficiency, which could help them compete with larger national banks and attract a new generation of customers. In conclusion, this Form 8K signifies Univest Financial Corporation's effort to proactively inform its stakeholders about its business direction and financial health. The real test, of course, lies within the details of the distributed slide presentation, which showcases their operating and growth strategies and financial performance. Investors should pay close attention to how these strategies translate into tangible financial results in future filings. What's your take on Univest's strategy of releasing presentations like this? Do you think it's helpful for investors? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more in-depth analyses of company filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community using the link in the description for more direct engagement. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.